Stock footage has been around for a long time, and even if you have a good understanding of what it is, you may not grasp how widely it's used and for what purpose. So today on the blog, I'm going to outline the 11 most popular uses of stock footage. Number 1, TV commercials and web ads. So much of what you see on commercials and advertisements are stock video clips. Of all the uses of stock footage, this genre might be the biggest user. For example, a couple years ago, there was a Super Bowl commercial for a campaign that was highlighting American families. So instead of them going out and filming all of that content themselves, the campaign came to FILMPAC.com, found a clip of a mom with her twin boys, and licensed the clip for the Super Bowl ad. Number 2, documentary B-roll. Documentaries tell long-form, non-fiction stories about current or historical events dealing with culture, art, history, society, science, economics, and many other topics. Documentary directors, filmmakers, editors, and producers generally need to gather a ton of footage to support these stories. And though much of it is generally filmed by the documentary team, there are a ton of cases where stock footage is needed. For example, if part of your documentary is highlighting the lifestyle of the 60s and 70s, on FILMPAC.com, we have an amazing collection of authentic, Super 8 filmed footage that is released for commercials and editorial use. So when the documentary needs that vintage shot of a graduate from the class of 1971, we have it ready to use. Number 3, establishing shots. Last year, there was a political comedy feature film released. During the intro credits, they needed establishing shots of Washington, D.C. Instead of renting a helicopter, a pilot, a cinematographer, gear, a gimbal, getting Secret Service approval, and all the other steps taken to get the aerial shots of DC, something our production team has already done, they simply used our shots of the well-known landmarks and probably saved them many, many thousands of dollars in the process. Number 4, music videos. As music artists are increasingly able to publish music and content to many platforms so easily, there's a growing trend of stock footage being used in videos to help tell the story of a song. When following a specific storyline, using the FILMPAC model feature is exceptionally useful. As an editor, you can follow one model or subject through a range of scenes and emotions, but music artists don't always use specific model shots. Sometimes it's more abstract or ambiguous imagery, or maybe the most common, just beautiful scenic footage of nature and cityscapes. Number 5, educational and instructional videos. Being able to cut away to relevant video clips can take a mediocre educational video to a whole new level. Useful imagery and stock video clips can help achieve this, especially in building longer form content where lots of footage is needed. Number 6, church and nonprofit promotional material. Churches and nonprofits are always looking for ways to connect with their people, members, and donors, so sometimes an effective video with a clear message supported with emotive and relevant stock footage does the trick. And we've seen many churches, charities, schools, and other nonprofits join our stock footage membership program at FILMPAC. Number 7, website and website banners. One of our first customers at FILMPAC during our first month of business actually used our curated kids and family stock footage on his website, specifically on the background banner video on his homepage. His business was creating custom lullaby music for kids. Here's what he had to say. About 2 weeks ago, I was feeling super overwhelmed at the thought of creating 2 video ads for 2 different websites I run. I knew I didn't have the time or money to pull it off. Fortunately, I found FILMPAC, and my first ad was created in a tiny fraction of the time and money it would have taken without them, and it looked so much better than what I could have pulled off. Number 8, YouTube tutorials. Tutorials can get boring if all we're doing is looking at a presenter and/or their computer screen. We've seen YouTubers and tutorial makers get a lot of use out of stock footage and helping them add some interest and intrigue to their created content. Number 9, motivational and inspirational videos. Using stock footage to support a moving and encouraging script along with the right music can be an incredibly powerful content piece. Number 10, live event stages and LED wall design. A few years ago, there was a popular touring artist who had in the past hired me to produce some music videos for him. When it came to touring, he asked if I could create some live action footage backdrops of our FILMPAC footage to support a few of his songs. It worked like a charm, very powerful moment in that part of the concert, arguably more impactful than the abstract, graphic visuals he had been using prior. Number 11, corporate internal use. Not every video is made for the entertainment of the public masses. In fact, we license a lot of our royalty-free video to organizations and corporations for their internal use, like conferences, meetings, trainings, presentations, and so on. So those are 11 uses, and there are a ton more I won't dive into today, but let us know if there's a big one I missed. And as always, all of the footage you see is available at filmpac.com.